This is a quick tutorial on how to start a 7-string Kumihimo bracelet. The first thing I'm going to do on my cardboard disc, which I have another video that shows how to make this, is I'm going to put arrows going counterclockwise because that's going to remind me what direction to go in. Then I'm going to take 7 strings. I cut these 7 strings to 28 inches each. So that's the length that I recommend for 7-string Kumihimo is 28 inches. All right, so I'm going to take this. I'm going to do an overhand knot that I'm going to place right about here so I have enough string to tie the end with. There's my overhand knot. There's also a video on how to do an overhand knot. Pull it through and move my knot until I find the right spot for it, and that's where I want it. I pull it tight. Okay, so this is how to get it into the Kumihimo disc. So we're going to put the end with the knot through the hole in the middle. Now this is all about opposites. So I'm going to take 1 string and I'm going to put it in 1 notch. Then I'm going to take an opposite string, another string, they're not really opposite yet, and put it in the opposite notch. Next, I am going to do these opposites here and here. Put it in the notch. And then if I go over here, I can put it in the notch. I try not to have them crossing too much in the middle. It doesn't really matter. It may just be aesthetic the way I do it, but that's what feels best to me. Now I'm going to fill in the remaining notches. So I have these colors here and there, and I have 1 extra notch. I want to make sure my knot right here that I have not used, 1 extra notch I have not used. I want to make sure that my knot is down below. The key thing with doing Kumihimo with these cardboard discs is that making sure the tension is right, and that is particularly true with the 7-string. The 16-string holds itself a little bit better. So what we're going to do is we're going to number these. This is the strategy I found works best for teaching. This empty spot is 0. So we say 0, and we go in counterclockwise based on the arrows. 1, 2, 3. Then we take 3, we pull it out, we put it in 0. Now, the best thing to do with these is to be very gentle. If you start yanking it all over the place, you're going to get this right here all tangled up. So now we're going to start again. This spot here becomes 0. Our empty space is 0. 0, 1, 2, 3. Take 3 and gently place it in 0. And when I'm doing this, I'm going to take the string and I'm going to pull all the way to the end of the string, and that just prevents it from continuing to tangle. Here we go again. Here's 0, 1, 2, 3. Take 3 and put it in 0. 0, 1, 2, 3. Take 3 and put it in 0. It really is a case of the tension, I find. Pull it out at the end so that you don't get tangled. Because if kids are doing this in a way that has poor tension, it's going to become much more difficult to do. And that's pretty much it. You just keep doing 0, 1, 2, 3, take 3, put it in 0 until the bracelet is long enough that you like it. Notice that tension got a little bit off, so I immediately had to fix it. 0, 1, 2, 3, take 3, put it in 0. When you're all done with your bracelet and you've done the length that you want, you do another half hitch knot, and that finishes it off so you can tie it around your wrist. One final thing, I wanted to give you a look at what a finished Kumihimo bracelet looks like. It doesn't really, the placement of the colors doesn't matter all that much. With the 16 string, if you're really good at it, you can start making patterns. But the 7th string, it just creates a bit of a popcorn effect of whatever the coloring is. I like having sort of a neutral tones like the lavender and whatnot in there, and with some accents, the darker colors and the orange, sort of a dark purple, and the orange accents the rest of it, and it looks really cool. So yep, that is 7 string Kumihimo bracelet making.